This is the Ronnie Record Show, and I'm Ron, and she's Karen.
Hello.
So we're going to do something special today. We're going to be happy playing Ron's ideas, my opinion of the last rock and roll records.
Right.
I picked out 3 of them.
Yeah, you did.
And my story is this: good old rock and roll with the beat and the simplicity of it and the feeling of that era ended with these songs.
Okay.
And in fact, a lot
Not
of it,
songs like these, but these 3.
these 3.
Okay.
There might have been a few others, especially the first one we're going to play by Tommy James and the Shondells. I mean, even the name of he and his group sounds like a 50s group.
Right.
The Shondells, you know.
Okay.
So it's the feel of that era. It's not what, you know, I've said it over and over again in my little lectures on the Ronnie Record Show about what's rock and what's rock and roll. And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has got all kinds of stuff in it that's not rock and roll at all.
Okay. Are we going to play any music?
We're going to play the
Music master here?
We are going to play Tommy James.
Right. It's the beat.
The
Definitely
beat.
the beat. Yes.
It's the sound.
Yeah, it is.
And it's the simplicity of the
And
lyrics.
it means, and it's also a song that you can sing to and you can
Right.
dance to. And I mean, I've got a whole, I've got a whole list of reasons why rock and roll ended, which are very valid.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the term rock and roll as coined by Alan Freed back in the early 50s meant this sound.
Right.
Not Aerosmith or
Right.
AC/DC or any of the...
They don't refer to like rock and roll now. They only refer to rock, which
Right.
is totally different.
But they'll
than-
call it rock and roll, which irritates the heck out of me.
I-
They'll say that songs the Beatles did were rock and roll. They
Right.
were never rock and roll.
Right.
Now they'll do that about the
They were
Rolling
rock.
Stones. No, that was rock. It was not rock and roll.
Right. This is rock and roll.
It's get the repetition of over and over again. My baby does the hanky panky. Simple, fun lyrics. Nothing political about it. Just the beat, simple lyrics,
Yeah.
simple tune. Anybody can sing this song.
I guess I'm not talking today.
Yes, you are. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But one of the main reasons why rock and roll ended, I mean, there's like 4 or 5 major reasons why.
All right.
And one of the ones when I was researching this didn't even dawn on me, but was the end of American Bandstand. That they went to a Philadelphia sound or something, but American Bandstand just kind of quit. And that was back in that same era, you know, where the kids were dancing and having a good time, and Dick Clark was up there.
It was when Dick Clark was out of Philadelphia, and it was all black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a magazine,
Yeah,
a book
right
I
here.
have.
You just happen to have.
I
Yes.
did.
I know.
I didn't know the American Bandstand. In the early days, it's all black and white.
Yeah,
It's
no color in the pictures.
no
but,
colors.
That was one of the major reasons why.
Okay.
Also, another one before I go into the individual reasons is that parents didn't like the music because of the sexual nature of the music. You know, like my parents didn't like the Beatles, and we don't like rap. Well, back in the day, they didn't like the sexual nature of the songs or the way the kids were dancing. So it's a generational thing that happens. We all say the same thing. I just don't understand these kids' music today, you know? But, so.
Okay, Karen. I think the parents might not like it. It made it even more popular, but
Probably.
So-
but that was one of them. So, go ahead. We can change songs and then I'll.
okay. And
I
you
don't
like?
have a
I
lot.
know you like this next song.
Okay. What is the next one? Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, my man.
Isn't that fun? It's
Yeah.
a fun song.
All right.
All right.
You gotta turn
Hear
down.
that beat?
Yeah, the same type of beat. Yeah. A little louder. Yeah.
That's Roy Head going Treat Her Right.
Right.
Remember, the first song we played was 1966.
Right.
This now 65.
Okay. Some of the other reasons why what ended rock and roll is like Buddy Holly died in a plane crash, you know, and there went his music. Chuck Berry was arrested in 1959 for soliciting a prostitute. There went another great one. And there was a vacuum created in American music in the 60s, and the youth simply lost their sound, is what the feeling is on the
That's a
internet.
good point. 1959, the day the music died.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And there were other people that I can tell you. I'll just do the talking right now. But there were other artists that helped also stopped making music. Sorry, Little Richard. Presley went into the army. Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin. You know,
That's true.
things like that were going on, and the artists were just kind of falling by the wayside. So this type of music just kind of stopped. And then all of a sudden, then you had the Rolling Stones, and you had the Beatles in the late 60s, and it just changed. It just
That's why,
absolutely
to me,
changed.
these are hangovers from that era.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple artists were singing simple,
Right.
basic sound like this.
Yeah.
Great song.
But it just kind of ended and there were numerous other artists.
All right, listen to this one. Who's this?
Wooly.
Wooly Bully. Who's it by?
I'd have to check. I don't know.
Sam the
Sam.
Sham. Sam the
Right.
Sham and Pharaoh. Again, I just want to point out another simple song, and it also carries that 50s thing of kind of a novelty sound.
Yeah.
Wooly Bully's like
Right.
some little fuzzy monster.
Right.
But listen, there's that beat again, that sound.
That whole beat kind of stopped.
Yeah.
But if you look at blues music, blues had a lot of the similar beats.
Well, that's what
Like
early
12
rock and roll is based on, 12-bar blues.
Right. And
Yes.
but blues
Absolutely.
is still going on.
Yeah, but
I mean-
it's a separate little niche.
Right. But there's a lot of blues music
Yeah.
that
Still have that sound.
still have that same
Oh, yeah,
type of simplicity
absolutely.
and sound, and you can easily dance to it.
Susan Tedeschi, yeah, a lot of those
Right, I don't
blues
know.
people.
Right, and a lot of them were still performing.
Yes, they
You
are,
know,
but
we-
they're not mainstream.
No, but you know who we should check out or try to check out is Mighty Mike.
Yeah, that's our Mighty Mike Shermer.
Right. You know, he's
Yeah.
another one of those that played music like this. And who was the lady that we went to go
Well,
see?
he went to play with Marshall Ball.
Was Marcia Ball the one that we went to see?
Yes.
And in that little dive bar?
No, we saw Marshall Ball down in Saratoga, and
Okay.
two other bands. But Marshall Ball plays great piano.
Right.
And Mighty Mike went to join her band.
Who was it that you took me to the dive bar?
That's I'm embarrassed because she was so great
She
and
was.
sent me
Oh
her
my
some of her
gosh.
CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had dark hair and a streak going through it. A gray streak. I know.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, it's very much like rock and roll, but it was blues.
It is.
And they
It
just
is.
kind of are going, and then all of a sudden, rock and roll just kind of,
Yeah.
where you don't hear it anymore. But blues, you still do. So that's my personal opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Anyway, I love this song, Wooly Bully.
Yeah.
Very simple again, but the feeling is there about old 50s music. Here's another reason, Karen,
Yes, Ron.
is that the music, like all music, evolves. And all of a sudden, the Bobbies took over. Bobby Sherman, Bobby Rydell, and then there was the Beach movies within that, and Frankie
Right.
Avalon and Fabian. the music kind of gravitated to a softer sound, more pop. It was all pop between
The Beach Boys?
56, 57, 58 into the Beach Boys.
Right.
So the music changed on its own as Little Richard and the hardcore guys kind of drifted off.
You know that Little Richard became a preacher?
He went back and forth between the preacher
Yeah.
and back to the music, and then
That's why he kind of stopped.
he felt
Became a
guilty
preacher.
about singing
that kind of music.
Yeah, singing that devil's music. Yeah, he did. But I went and saw him in Stockton about 10
did.
years ago.
You did.
and,
And you made it home.
and he was still playing great. So anyway, this is the music I really have my heart's in.
It is.
And I just heard like this song on the radio a while back, and I thought, well, there was a couple of hangovers that had that same beat and sound. And God love them, but to me, these are the last.
And thank goodness you have all the records
I got 'em
and
all.
stuff, so that we will never be without this music.
We will
And
never.
not us.
No,
we
no,
will always
no,
be.
no. When I'm gone, Carol will be throwing the record out the window and playing frisbee.
Winston, go catch this one.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Anyway,
that won't
another great Ronnie Record show. I hope
I love
you
you.
enjoyed it. Thank you for your
happen. I
background.
do want to plug that Ron is now going to be doing shorts on YouTube.
We're gonna do one right after this.
And so look for him on his channel to catch his shorts.
Yeah,
Not shorts, but shorts
No.
video. I don't know, maybe people didn't know what that was.
YouTube shorts were created to have competition with TikTok.
Okay, so
Okay, so I'm gonna do one and reference one of these songs.
Right.
In a short. Right after
and
this.
this is just Ron. But anyway, I love you. Thank
Love you
you.
too.
Thank you all for joining us again today.
All right, subscribe, have
More to
fun.
come. All right. Thank
Argue
you.
with me. Put comments down. Tell me I'm all wet.
Yeah.
She does, so you
I
can.
do it all the time. All right. See you guys later.
Wooly bully.
Yeah.